Then we have the Indonesian rookie, Pratama from Puetisan, and Nick added Puetisan and Pratama. I mean, one of those, plenty of those sad fallen.
We do, and then we have Hafi and Isdar, another one who went down yesterday, and then Trihardika Putra Riswanto, and it's gone too quick for us once again.
And they're out, and we're away for this second race. It's another real good push off the line from Shinya Izawa, but the number 13, that is Hakim Danish, the Malaysian rider, gets the jump and looks to be getting the whole shot in towards turn 1, but will he be outbroken by him on Adaki? I think no. Danish does actually maintain that whole shot, and shuffling in behind the number 14. Well, he's any of them rookies. This is the first MotoGP event they will have properly competed at on the same circuit. Very calm, Fran, really.
Yeah, it is pretty calm at the moment, isn't it? Not too much drama.
Back a shot there, number 20. So will he be in the mix later on in the race as riders come round the final corner once more? Riders, become one essentially in the view down that first position. Fastest lap of the race at 2:11.5 is on par with that pole position lap time that he set yesterday morning.
It's been beaten already though, 2:11.2 there from Pratama, I think it was, over the line. So good stuff from the Indonesian rider, and you can see now that gap a little bit bigger. So it'll be interesting to see how that concertina effect plays out as we move. So yeah, Danish really losing out at that slipstream now, the number 13 at the back of this 5-rider fight at the front.
Well, Gunmie out the front, he was very, very intent on being as possible yesterday. There's one of the slightly more experienced riders in this leading group, along with Hakim Danish. We did see Mie present last year, fully paid up professional rider and all that. It kind of has to be. But
I love the way you say frequently. Like if we were to tell someone how often we'd had lunch, it'd just be like frequently,
yeah.
and push you in training as well, whether it be just physical training or on track training. And getting a little bit spicy now at the front. 3 abreast. Who's going to come out on top? I think it's going to be Mia. Yeah.
Pratama though looking very, very strong and intent on making a move towards the podium. We saw him taken out of the race, but you can see the smaller Indonesian figure there just going to be tucked perfectly in the slipstream behind Gunmie and Amon Adaki as we come across the line now to click down towards 11 laps to go. One of Izawa, yesterday's winner. Will we see him take the lead for the first time? I don't think so, because Adaki seems like a bit of a demon on the brakes, and Pratama says no to Izawa going
14 back in the race lead. But yeah, Pratama looking very, and I know a lot of people hate this word, racy. They're in second place. The number 7 really hustling to try and find a way through, and he has done, it looks like, already.
He's really done his homework overnight, hasn't he? This is the Pratama taking the lead. The whole of Indonesia goes wild for the young rider in this
group. They have very usefully coloured helmets with the bright orange and bright yellow. So yeah, so great job again then from the Qatari wildcard to be in the same postcode as these guys. But this little freight train then of 8 riders, you couldn't bet against any of them at the moment, could you? It's still close as ever, but certainly the more the guys right at the front of this train fight it out, the more those just behind are
running once again. Bit of a taller character is Laon Clio on that smaller Asia Talent Cup NS.
In height and the size of these riders, a lot more on the smaller bikes, can't you, than maybe you can on bigger machinery, certainly like
that. Well, a lot of these riders were in the mid 212, so what you say about these riders overtaking
everyone up, but it is so true.
Well, that was
bit of a twitch.
Adaki. Well, he had front end twitches quite a lot yesterday as well, and who did that let through into the front? I think
Supreme.
The night talking to one of the rider coaches that we have here in the Asia Talent Cup.
Got Danish in the lead, the number 13, with that pickpocketing manoeuvre round the outside.
Goodness me, that was Pratama. Just sensational stuff there.
That was lovely, that was. The number 7 then absolutely on a mission this Sunday. Some great moves we've seen already, and I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a move now. Is he going to go for it? No, not quite. But the number 7 looking very keen then to get to the race lead again.
Wow.
Enjoy the natural biological grass. It's very specific. Is Pratama going to go for the lead here?
Wow,
no.
That was near a bit of a side swipe for Adaki.
Yeah, number 7 then, not quite through into that race lead, but looking like he's ready to make all sorts of moves is the Indonesian. But we've still got this little freight train at the front though. We've not got any big split.
Leading group last time around, and well, crossed the line in fact in 7th place, but has moved up 2 further places since then into P4. Fell in yesterday's race, another rider with years of experience under under their belt in the age of talent.
Stuff to see the number 2 once again making some progress.
Well, we're coming down towards 1 lap to go, and it'll be the sets of races in Indonesia being so close. The riders, the Silahkan Cup riders, will be staying in Qatar because, of course, a variety of quarantine rules in their home country.
But Pratama again, he just looks so impatient to get past, but then ultimately doesn't quite go for it. Maybe just trying to pile.
So watch Pratama in the slipstream there. Will it be enough to make the overtake before the checkered flag? Thing called set by Nakarinato at Puvapat back in 2015 as well. Pratama looking for another route, possible route around Adaki in towards turn 10. Reverse the order come the end of the actual race itself, as Pratama makes a mistake into that final turn, lost a lot of drive and a lot of places with it as well. Wakamatsu nearly shares some paint with the Indonesian rider. They're neck and neck now, along with Al-Sahuti. But okay, here we are. This is what the Asia Talent Cup's all about. Maybe that's the best line. Down, I think, and Danish, and there's all sorts of swapping going around. The slipstream really in second position, now making a move for the lead at his home circuit, all on his own. But what about in the run into towards turn 1 now? Will Al-Sahuti manage to outbreak him? No, just round the outside he comes, and Pratama's made his way back through towards second position as well. So that's a great recovery from the Indonesian.
Yeah, he's just it wasn't by much, it was by 0.031, but if he is in that position on the final timer, then it's as you were before that drama for the Indonesian rider, back in second place, and Al-Sahuti still very much in the mix in third there to play for, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it then. 4 laps to go. This is when the tone of the race really starts to change. The moves and the lines start getting a little bit more frantic. We'll see what the lap times are this time around, as Pratama just swarming all over the back of Adaki, the 2 rookies. Although we've had Pratama competing in the Mandalika races last year in the
for the number 2 there, just in the back of this group with the yellow helmet, and he also yesterday that Adaki comes from the Shinya Nakano team, so yeah, got some pedigree already coming into this season. But the number 14 then still in the lead by turn 1 as well this time around, not just over the start finish line. So corner and not get attacked like he was yesterday, but that's a big if, isn't it?
Wobbles and mistakes as he breaks
definitely
into that final corner as well. Not quite planted and guaranteed, as Pratama now looking for a way through in towards turn 4. Will he make it? Yes, I think he will. But Adaki's been so good round the outside. Really, really impressive from the Indonesian. Already puts a bike length between him and the...
But really nicely done from the number 7, and he takes the race lead then. And yeah, like you say, a little bit of daylight there at times, but Adaki straight back onto the back of that machine, effects of that crash yesterday. The Australian just not quite able to hang in with these guys over race distance.
Pratama as well, because we've not actually had an Indonesian win at least since, well, 2020. I guess it would probably be more like 2019, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
after so long old time.
I feel like 2022 has begun straight after 2019, so I'm still struggling with the... Great to see Indonesia back on the top step in the ATC, of course, and I'm sure Pratama is absolutely guns blazing to make it happen.
Yeah, we go to Mandalika as well on Lombok Island. That he will, well, I bet there'll be plenty of support for him out there as well. So across the line we come, and Adaki does actually retake the lead as we come to well, cards close to their chest almost as we come onto this
rebellion in believing they're really having these master plans, or is it largely just
wow, what a save from Pratama! Oh my goodness, that's sensational. I mean, he's got a pretty small frame. How he managed to hold on
the knee slider. Look at
goodness me.
So you think, oh, he's off, and then you think, oh, he saved it, but no, and he's still not quite back on the bike.
Well, you can see there, I think that is because he's a smaller framed rider. I mean, that was sensational from the Indonesian.
That was amazing. I cannot imagine the spike in heart rate there for the number 7.
And that's just me in the commentary box.
Literally. Looking like he's wanting to take back second place as well. So yeah, great stuff from the number 7 to keep that upright-ish. And yeah, Adaki there, like you said, got that little bit of a gap now, measuring that. But I'm sure Pratama, once he's just got his breath back a little bit, he'll be trying to cut that back down again.
And who's that? That's Al-Sahuti. Goodness. Well, will that be too much? I'm not sure. I reckon they can catch him on the start and finish straight this time around.
Imagine it's going to be Adaki in first. Can Pratama do it over the final lap?
Yeah, well, the one thing that Pratama is closing in on this final lap then Al-Sahuti throwing absolutely every turn 3. He's been completely swamped, and Pratama's getting swamped as well by Al-Sahuti. He's absolutely on one. He really wants his victory, but he goes wide, and it looks like they're going to let Adaki get away with it.
I think they are. I think that's probably over in second, but yeah, a little bit wide. That's just allowed a couple of guys to get back past. What has the Qatari rider got? Like you say, he created drama. He is home and dry, but this second place, third place, who? Final few corners.
Just 2 corners to go after this one then. Qatari versus a Malaysian versus an Indonesian, and then a Japanese rider looking to pick up any sort of this second race. Adaki is clear. Al-Sahuti up the inside. Dinesh just behind him. Who will get the run to the line? Who will get the drive out the corner? Will the smaller frames win out over the larger ones? It's going to be glory for Adaki. He's sweeping over to make sure nobody gets him on the slipstream. He will take the victory, but who will get second place? Could it be the Qatari? It's Al-Sahuti. Glory for him, second place, and Pratama, the Indonesian, gets third ahead of Gun Mie. And I do hope any locals here give Hamad Al-Sahuti is just celebrations and praise for his efforts today. Veda, Agar, Pratama then, third position with the save of the day already.
I think it will remain the save of the day. Taking the second race win here in Qatar from Veda, Agar, Pratama and Shinya Aizawa. Is that the right result? It is indeed. Hamad Al-Sahuti, Pratama, Fuetisan Putra and Trihardika there in 9th place. But yeah.
To the line then, he's not really much of a deficit. His top speed was actually fine.